Leaf Audio presents Chai Tea Sunday by Heather A. Clark, narrated by Robin Miles, and directed by Teresa Buchheister.
Part 1. Chapter 1. The bright red kettle on our Viking stovetop whistled angrily, practically begging to be turned off. Yet somehow, despite its obnoxious shrill, I was oblivious to its cries. Lost in thought, I could hear only what our doctors had told us earlier that afternoon. "You okay, Nick?" My husband came up behind me, wrapping his familiar arms around my waist and giving me a big squeeze. He turned off the stove, silencing the room, and then sighed into my hair. I turned to force a semi-smile at him, grateful to have such a consistently supportive husband. After 13 years of being together, 7 of them married, Eric and I were in full marital sync, many times anticipating the other's thoughts and words before they even happened. I'll be okay. Eventually, anyway. I just thought it would be different this time, you know? I grabbed 2 mugs from our white cabinet and poured our tea, herbal for me, Earl Grey for him. As I filled our mugs, boiling water sputtered out of the kettle, spilling on the counter and splashing my index finger. "Damn it!" I cried, instantly putting my finger in my mouth to try to stop the burn. "Here, Nick. Put it under cold water." Eric guided me to the sink and turned on the tap. The lukewarm water streaming from the faucet soon turned icy, numbing the pain. "Feel better?" Eric asked me when I could no longer take the cold. He took a clean tea towel from the drawer to wrap my hand. "Why don't you go and sit down on the couch? I'll bring you your tea. And then I'll order us a pizza for dinner. I know neither of us feels like cooking. Pepperoni and green olives sound good to you?" "Mm-hmm. My favorite. Thanks. I'm suddenly really exhausted." I rubbed my eyes, knowing I was smudging my mascara over my lids, but too tired to care. "I'll pick up some mint chip ice cream on my way to get the pizza." Eric searched my mascara-smudged eyes. I knew he was trying to find some way, any way, to make me feel better. "Sure. Whatever you'd like." Eric picked up my hand to inspect the burn. "I'm no doctor, but I think you'll live." He gave my hand a little kiss and gently pushed me towards the couch. I sank into the cushions, relieved to find comfort after so many hours sitting on the hard waiting room chairs. Eric joined me. He handed me my tea and took my feet in his lap to try to massage away the anxiety he knew I was feeling. I closed my eyes, inhaling deeply, and murmured the words I had said so many times throughout our marriage. "Seriously, what would I do without you?" "I really don't know," Eric teased, "but you sure are lucky." And lucky was right. I'd married into pure stability. A gentle giant, Eric was as kind as he was strong. Anyone who knew him instantly recognized his patience and trustworthiness, and as my sister Maggie always pointed out, the icing on top of our perfectly made wedding cake was how madly in love he was with me. I knew how lucky I was to have the husband I did. Everyone who knew us knew it. Eric and I had met during our summer break between 2nd and 3rd year university, when we were both hired to be lifeguards at a local water park. I was a rookie, and he was one of the king veterans who constantly picked on newbie guards interviewing for the coveted position of water slide babysitter. As my final interview pool drill, I had been required to rescue Eric, my unconscious, non-breathing victim, from the dead center of the pool. Although Eric was 6'2" with 220 pounds of solid muscle, as distracting as it was heavy, I somehow managed to get him to the side of the pool and properly rescued. He lived, and our relationship was born. 6 years later,
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.